All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and let's get right into this lesson.
Good night, sweetheart. Because I'm telling you now, it is the end of Canada, okay? China imposes retaliatory tariffs on Canada farms and food products. And let me tell you, it's not a 10% tariff. It's not a 25% tariff. It's not even a 50% tariff. It's 100% tariff put on Canada, along with the 25% that Donald Trump put on them. That's the nail in the coffin. Canada has to become the United States of America after this. It's over. It's no more Canada after this. They cannot survive this storm from China alone. Not mentioning the tariff that Trump just put on them. It's over. Closed. It's done. Capiche, capiche. Done.
So, as you can see, it appears that Canada now has been slapped on tariffs by China. So, now you have tariffs from America on Canada, and you have tariffs from China coming upon Canada. And China couldn't choose a better time to slap tariffs on Canada because I believe there was some time ago Canada put 100% tariffs on China EV cars. So this is kind of similar to China getting Canada back or trying to make sure Canada never does business with America again. Either or, I want to check how bad the tariffs are. And the early news seemed pretty bad, but now that I'm reading it, that doesn't seem too bad. But it still adds up. So let's see what these tariffs are. China will apply a 100% tariff to just over $1 billion of Canadian rapeseed oil, oil cakes, and pea imports, and a 25% duty on $1.6 billion worth of Canadian aquatic products and pork. Now, since we're here, the timing may serve as a warning shot, said Dan Wang, China director at Eurasia Group in Singapore, by striking now. Canada reminds Canada of the cost of aligning too closely with American trade policy. Right. So, like I said, China couldn't choose a better time to slap tariffs on Canada, and honestly, this makes a lot of sense to do it now, because Canada right now seems to be in a hurt spot. So, perhaps this may have Canada quit being a partner with America, and maybe they will try to fully align with China. I'm not sure, but this is just what I think so far. It's because, man, now, let's get out scripture right here. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Right. Verse 4. The doors shall be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right, so basically what's going to be happening is these tariffs and these financial decisions being made by America and by the rest of the world is eventually going to lead us to an economic collapse where everyone's going to be losing their jobs and we're not going to be able to work because inflation will be too high that there would be no point in working, and doors and will just be shut down. Businesses will close down. So the thing with Canada is, even though a lot of the products, it was 100% tariff on peas and all that stuff, and it may not have seemed that bad. And there is 100% tariff put on pork, but you should be eating pork anyway. Where according to the Bible, we do not eat pork. But those tariffs on those products didn't seem that bad. But however, with those tariffs, there's still jobs being lost just from that, because a lot of people don't understand just how interconnected the food industry is when it comes to jobs, right? So let's get Revelations chapter 17, verse. No, let's get Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. Right? It says right here, Revelation chapter 18, verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Right? So there used to be a time where if you had to deal with America, you were set. Right? That's why China, when they had to deal with America, I believe it was the deal for manufacturing. China was set and advanced very, very much in those 40 years after just securing that deal. Saudi Arabia, right, became one of the richest countries in the world from securing an oil deal with America. And not only that, but also America's military protecting Saudi Arabia, right? And the EU, right? The EU was under the protection of America of NATO because America is NATO's biggest donor is America, right? So they have become drunk with the wine of Babylon, with the philosophies of America, feminism, right? Because now instead of having one person work, you could tax both people. And the kings of the earth had committed fornication with her. So yeah, through IMF, through the World Bank, through central banks, the nations were able to develop and set their kingdoms up. Right? However, it says right here, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye not receive of her plagues. Right. So thing is, Babylon, America, is full of sin. And we as Israelites are not to partake in the sins of America. We are to be holy. And holy means to be set apart. Because America will soon be hit with nuclear missiles and burn up. Right? So let's get Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, they shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Right. So as you can see, Canada is already threatening to cut America's energy off. Right. China has put a tariff on, I believe, antimony. Right. So I'm not sure if China banned antimony from being sold to America, or they just put a high tariff on it. But that definitely would hurt America. Right? And then you had the EU nations trying to solidify themselves away from America by joining up with Zelensky. Right? So the nations around the world are starting to hate the whore, which is America. Right? And they want nothing to do with, they're starting to not want anything to do with America. BRICS is an example. So once BRICS goes live, right, America's going to be fetching for whatever pennies it can, but it will be too late. America's judgment will be near, and the MOTB will be right there. Right, so America is going to be made an example by Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, that no kingdom ruled by man can last forever. The only kingdom that can last forever is ruled by Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So, as you can see, America is going to be burnt with nuclear fire. Esau Edom is going to get their judgment. And Esau Edom, right after the judgment of America, Esau Edom is going to go into slavery. So, hope this lesson is very edifying. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and the Shalom.